Justin Tucker has this all teed up. And away we go from East Rutherford. And it flies over the end zone and out of play. In the past, it's a touchback to the 25. The new rules starting this season, Brock, so it's now going to be at the 30. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Play action with Nix. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And it's a turnover. The defense has it. Man, this is a tough ask of your defense so early in a game, Brock, sending them out on short notice and a short field after you fumble it away.
But these are the critical moments defensively you got to live for, right? This is called sudden change. They practice this, and it's your time to put out this fire.
Ready. 18 Rattler.
Here's Brees Hall on the ground for the first time. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Escapes the pocket. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and a defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right, they win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
From the gun on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10.
Viking 18. Come on.
From the gun, it's Hall. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
They give on 2nd to Hall. And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes them to 3rd and 5.
60 Bobcat. Let's go. 79 Broncos.
He's dropping back to throw. Oh, my. It's intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Shaq Thompson.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
The give here on 2nd. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. It was Andre Sisco who held him down there. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9.
This close to your own goal line, they really don't want to risk a sack. That means, well, one option, run it and buy whatever breathing room you can.
From his own end zone on 3rd and long. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
When you ask a lot of your defenders on that field, it is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
Here comes the Broncos punting unit. And his first effort, a tough one. It's going to come from the back of his own end zone. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Officially a 55-yard launch. And it'll be Jets football. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43.
Buffalo 18. Ready. Go.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. That's complete. It's the rookie from Georgia. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 22 on that one. And it'll give the Jets a first down. From the red zone now. This is reeled in by Wilson. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal. Goal to go. It's a pass play. He's on the move. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when he saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. Just a couple on that play. It's going to be 3rd and goal.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive. Try to stick them with the loss and make a difficult...
And in, touchdown, New York! Justin Tucker to try the point after. The point after splits the upright. And the Jets will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2. To throw, here's Nix. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
I think it's fair to say, in the eye-in-the-sky deadline, without that ball being tipped, we were looking at a big game. A missed opportunity to push their offense and a great play on the other side to deny the throw.
Here's the give on 3rd and short. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, and instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And it's going to be their football coming up. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Let's go.
They'll start this one out with Hall. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. All right, here we go. 2nd down. They'll try and throw it here. Fits it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And it's good enough for a New York first down. New set of downs for him from the 46.
Let's go now.
Pass play on 1st and 10. He's got Smith. Breaks through, and he might break away. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. So before they can get set and snap it, the clock runs out on quarter one. Neither side separating much so far. More from MetLife coming right up.
Got it. Ready?
Time for the second quarter of play. It's Jets football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Pass is caught at the 9. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Set. Go.
Working inside the red zone. Has it in close. He has the New York touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Tucker on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Jets double their lead to 14. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. First and 10 now from the 30. Low back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him add in a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
An all-around tough play for him. Took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Tried getting it to Cortland Sutton. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Knicks off the play action. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up. On now comes their punter. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And it'll be their football. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10.
Ready.
Airing it out to start this drive. Able to hit home, complete. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Go.
Looking for a throw here. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Talanoa Hufanga makes the play. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. On the return, here comes Kene Wangu. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready?
They start the drive with Hall. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Dre Greenlaw getting there for the stop. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Here's Hall once more. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down. New set of downs for him at the 38. Play action on 1st down. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 1st and 10 after that last highlights. They're at the 30. They're throwing it. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Let's go.
2nd and 10 now. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Jets take a 13-point lead. Breece Hall with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Jets double their lead to 14. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
It's Nix out of the pistol. He puts some power on a deep one left. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Great defensive effort to reject that one. And now they face 2nd down. Nix from the gun. He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Broncos will have a 1st down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire 1st half. They drop him behind the line. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. McLaughlin's got it. Complete. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. 16 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Denver 1st. Throwing here, Nix. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. Their punter making his way out now. On for the return is Wangu. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. A nice 15-yard pickup on the return. And they're going to take over possession. 1st and 10, looking to throw. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away. That makes it 2nd down.
Well, the pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up, didn't it? And it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurried throw almost ended up an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack.
This finds Smith. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. The Jets take their first time out. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Let's go. Let's go.
Back to throw now. Completed over the middle. And they hit him right after he made that catch. That's going to deny him the first. It's 4th down.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
Pulled in at the 20. He's going to be touched down as that return comes to an end. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Back to throw it. Chased out to his right. And before he can get rid of it, he runs out of bounds. Could have just tossed it incomplete, Brock, but instead takes the sack and a big loss. One last play before the break. He'll throw it. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. It's intercepted by Andre Sisco. And the Jets are stopped on that return, so that interception is going to be the final play of this opening half. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30.
70 Lions. 10.
They're going play action. On target to his man Taylor. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. He will go! Touchdown, New York! The Jets grow the lead coming out of halftime. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
You know, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
His return starts at the 5. He's got a lane up past the 30. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Here we go.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Nick's looking to throw. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down. Play action with Nix. This has been a trend. Yet another interception. Quincy Williams has it. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need.
Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. Riley Moss with the pick. And the Broncos are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
The throw finds Evan Ingram. And he's out of bounds, a little short of the 10. Give him 30 yards on that one. And the Broncos will have a 1st down. Blown back, gets the handoff. And he made a bid for it. It's a good gain that's stopped down at the 3. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. Another carry for him. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Broncos parlay the interception into points. Point after try is good by Lutz. And the Broncos get it back to a 14-point game. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Set go.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Wow, wide open here. Complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. On 1st down, here comes Hall. And he pushed deep into enemy territory with that, down inside the 25. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2. From the 24. Finds him over the middle. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. He's got Smith. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot. Give the quarterback a chance.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
He's in for the New York touchdown. The Jets make it a 3-possession game. Breece Hall with the touchdown. Tucker able to tack on the extra point. And the Jets stretch their lead to 21. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and...
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. Punting unit out now. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. Signaling fair catch, and he takes it in at the 37. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
A loss of 12 brings up 3rd down.
3. Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Back to throw. Look, again he's under pressure, and he goes down. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down. Here comes the punting unit for the Jets. His first effort went 47 yards. Brock looks to have a little more into this one. Collects this at the 32. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Broncos get set to take over. New set of downs for him at the 38. On 1st down, they'll run. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They're set up at the 35 now.
Let's go now.
Nick's off the play action. Throwing this back in the end zone. And he sails that one over the end zone.
Well, I'll tell you what that deflection is all about is following the quarterback's eyes. DB knew where that throw was going. With that intuition, he's able to get a hand on it and send it right out of bounds.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Finds his fullback. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Here we go.
On the counter, Hall. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
So march it forward after they accept the penalty. New set of downs for him at the 38.
Ready.
Running it after the penalty. Crosses midfield, still going. And he's finally marked down at the 46-yard line. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. They go right back to Hall. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Taken in by Smith. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
That's incomplete. Trying to set up the screen there.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Online, but not enough juice. It's no good short. And the lead does not change. It's still 21 points. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Something I would have never said 20 years ago, Kate, when I started this business, but it rattles through my big old noggin now. That miss really has an effect on fantasy football owners more than anybody else. Imagine the poor soul, somewhere, anywhere, who ends up losing in fantasy this week, specifically because of that miss.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 41. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Working quickly here. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he works this to the 38 before going down. They get an even 10 on that play. And that'll be good for a Denver first. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Broncos hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. New set of downs for him at the 38. Throwing on 1st down, Nix. Brought in by Vele. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
That's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that was just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Throwing now, off play action. It's caught, McLaughlin. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Broncos will have a first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
They'll throw again. Nix. The screen pass falls incomplete. Looking for the back that time. So that brings up second down. Nix from the gun. Escapes the pocket. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense.
This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And they're headed in reverse after that sack. Gotta forget about first down in a hurry. They need a chunk of yards here on second and goal. Has it at the 7. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. So the win goes to the Jets. And the sting of losing such a close one the week before, apparently still at the